Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a question that many of us have probably tossed around at dinner. Are restaurants really serving up better quality food than what we can whip up at home? Let's explore if that fancy meal out is worth the money or if our home-cooked dishes hold their own against restaurant offerings. Grab a snack, you'll want to stick around for this. Now, before we jump into comparisons, let's quickly chat about what we mean by food quality. It's really all about freshness, the ingredients used, and how the food is prepared. You know, the things that can transform a meal from bland to totally delicious. Nutritional value plays a big role here too. In restaurants, you might find gourmet touches and culinary flair, while at home, we sometimes opt for convenience. Hey, we've all been there. But how does this affect the overall taste and satisfaction of a meal? Let's talk about where restaurants get their ingredients. Many restaurants partner with local farms to source fresh produce, which sounds great. But then, there's also the option for cheaper suppliers who might cut corners. When we look at what we can get at home, it really varies too. Some of us love visiting farmers markets to grab the freshest veggies, while others hit up the local grocery store. So, are we really saving money or quality by cooking at home? Plus, don't forget about organic versus non-organic ingredients. That organic tomato might taste amazing in a salad, but we're looking at price tags that can make anyone's head spin. To keep things relatable, think about this. How many of us have opted for convenience over quality at least once? All right, let's dive into how food is prepared. Restaurants often have high-tech equipment and skilled chefs who know all the tricks of the trade. Cooking methods like sous vide or smoking, ever tried those at home? Spoiler alert, they can be trickier than they sound. On the flip side, we've got our trusty stovetops and ovens at home. But let's be honest, how many of us have defaulted to a microwave meal after a long day, right? Think about the time. A restaurant may take hours to prepare a dish, infusing those rich flavors while we might be looking for a quick 30-minute meal. I've actually got a buddy who's a chef. Let's take a quick listen to what they say about the difference in cooking methods. Short chef clip. Now let's dig into flavor profiles. Chefs are like alchemists when it comes to building layers of flavor, a sprinkle of this, a dash of that. Meanwhile, home cooks often have our family seasoning staples, which, let's face it, can be pretty basic. Ever tried making a gourmet dish at home only to realize your spice rack is out of cumin? Fresh herbs and spices can do wonders, so if you're growing your own, props to you. But the psychological aspect of dining out can also play a huge role. When we eat out, we're often wrapped up in the ambiance, which can trick our brains into thinking the food is even better. Let's put this to the test. Let's do a quick taste test between a homemade dish and a restaurant dish. Insert taste test portion. Let's break down the cost. Eating out can be pricey, with the average meal often costing more than we think. When we're paying for that beautifully plated dish, we might be paying for more than just the food. It's the experience, the service, and the vibe of the place. Do we feel more satisfied eating at a restaurant versus a home-cooked meal? When I think of the leftovers I can make at home, it feels like a win, right? How many meals do you think you get out of home cooking versus that one dish in a restaurant? Probably far more. Let's keep the conversation real. Does spending a little extra make a meal truly special, or is it just about the company we're keeping? So where does that leave us? Are restaurants really worth it when we break it all down? At the end of the day, yes, they have some advantages, but home cooking has its own charm too. I think it ultimately depends on personal preference and what the dining experience means to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think restaurant meals are superior, or do you find joy in whipping up your own creations at home? Drop your thoughts, experiences, and maybe your favorite recipes in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more food explorations. Until next time, happy eating, everyone.